Hello and welcome to another SolanaMobile review video. Today we're gonna open this box, because this box contains a Seeker phone, which is the new edition of the SolanaMobile phone. First edition is the Saga. You might remember that I got a bunch of those and I did reviews on that. This time I only got one because I was like, just in case I'm not happy with that. We don't want to have too many. And I have actually not seen it in person myself before. I don't even remember if I saw any images of it. I saw a bunch of pictures of the boxes and the unboxing. But the phone itself, I have no good understanding of what it really looks like and how it feels and how it works, and that's what we're gonna figure out today. This is just a first hands-on kind of a unboxing and first impressions kind of a video, and obviously it's gonna be an opinionated video featuring my personal opinion. I have no idea yet whether or not I'm gonna like it. I'm not sponsored by SolanaMobile. I bought this myself with my own money. I'm somewhat affiliated with Solana because I make videos for them. But you can trust that the opinion you will get in this video is mine and mine alone and my real one. Let's get started and unbox this thing. That didn't work as well as I thought. Let's get rid of this. Privacy. Don't want to show you my address. There you go. Now I can show you this side as well. And now, oh, that's the way that I needed to do it. Whee! That works way better. Okay, open. We see. Oh yes, I also ordered the phone case. The case was the one thing that I was the least happy with, or the most unhappy with the Saga, because that just didn't feel any good. I hope that this case feels better. We'll have a look at that in a second. But way more interesting than the case is the Seeker itself. SolanaMobile Inc. Energy rating E. It's supposedly got 26 hours of battery runtime, D damage resistance, B repair. I have no idea what those things mean. We got the crash resistance, repairativeness. It's IP67 rated, which means it's basically dust and waterproof. Up to how many meters, I have no idea. And battery should last for 800 recharges, which makes it overall an energy E. So not that good, but who really cares about that? Honestly, I will probably recharge this phone twice or 3 times, and I don't think that I will make this my main phone because I'm very happy with my current main phone because it got a great camera. I'm very happy with it, I'm used to it. But maybe the Seeker can persuade me to use that as my primary, or at least secondary. We'll see. If it's as good as the Saga, then it will just end up on my shelf and I will just use it as an expensive hardware wallet. The packaging is already quite nice. It reminds me of what you get, like protein shakes you get in those powder bags. SolanaMobile Seeker. Designed and distributed by SolanaMobile. Reference SM0002. It's the second SolanaMobile phone. Fun times. Maybe I should not show you my serial number and whatever else I have here. It's a 6.36 inch display, 128 gigabytes of storage, which is medium. This is a low-end device. It's also way cheaper than the Saga. Saga was a flagship, best of the best. That was $1,000. I paid $400 for this one, which is on the low end. My current phone cost me 900 euros, so that's also $1,000. So that's more on the... It's a difference. And you need to account for that, for what you get. Because if I read just 128 gigabytes of storage, then yeah, that's not a lot. But it's not going for that market. It's going for the affordable, anybody should be able to buy such a phone kind of a market, which is a different approach than they did with the Saga. And it's great. It's just gotta be aware of that the Seeker is different. Includes Seeker, charging cable, seat vault seat cards. Because also this phone will have a seat vault, which is the main reason why you would want to get it, because that's what other phones don't have, a seat vault. A secure element capable of storing your private keys and not freaking leaking them out. Let's open this. Oh, come on. This is more difficult than I thought. Ah, there we go. That was not as graceful as I thought, but whatever. That's not the priorities. Look how shiny that is. I like the I'm easily impressed. But I like the color, so yes, it's silver, but then also it's shiny silver. But it stinks, holy shit. Why did I smell it? Trash. Heavy. That I didn't like. Yes, I'm also easily overwhelmed by sensory input, especially smell. That's private info. But yeah, the case, super clean. I love it. Look at that. I really like this. Yeah, it's what you expect from any kind of phone, and then it comes off like that. And here you have the actual Seeker phone. Oh yeah, I did see this, at least on images before. That's the phone. Kind of from the shape, it reminds me a lot of an iPhone, like the rounded edges, like it looks very iPhone-y, at least from the silhouette shape. The cameras obviously look different. And the fact that there's a Solana, how can I show this? The Solana logo down here. Yeah. You see my green screen and my camera. Look, you can see the camera. But yeah, the SolanaMobile. Hey, focus. It's also pretty light. It doesn't feel heavy at all. And hold on. If I lift up my own phone, then it's like way more heavy. That's also mainly the case. Hold on. The Pure phone is S-Lite or maybe. Yeah, they're similar. I want to compare it to a Saga now. Let me get a Saga. Look, my Saga. It's super dusty. It's so dusty because I never use it anymore. Certainly heavier, but maybe that's the ugly, gross case that I really don't like. That also gets more and more yellow the longer you leave it lying around, so I hope that they fix that. But yeah, in terms of weight, Saga being heavier. Saga is slightly heavier, at least my weight check. Not like I'm used to lifting weights, but how much are those? 400 grams? No idea. I can barely lift. Okay, good. So, now that I showed you my serial number, let's do the satisfying part of... Did you hear that? I love that sound. I like it. Oh, shiny display. It's not yet dusty, but we will see for how long. That's the front part. Then here it still has a... Oh, that's not even a sticker. That's part of the phone. I thought that's a sticker. But that shiny thing here, no, it's not a sticker. It's just part of the phone. I've got another Solana logo here and the power button. And it says Seat Vault. And here we have the cameras. 3, like any good phone would have. Okay, so far so good. Down here we have the SIM card. We've got just one USB-C port, which is standard for modern phones. You don't have anything else than a USB-C port. A mic up here, a front camera up here. Yeah, the light next to the cameras. And then 2 volume buttons up and down. They are very clicky and they're like, I don't know how I feel about them. Buttons seem like regular buttons, nothing fancy. Because you know, the Saga had those like super fancy green ones. That also felt way better. The clickiness of those just feel much better. Don't ask me why. They feel more like actual buttons. That feels like plastic toggling something. But it's just a feeling thing. It's gotta work. And we'll have a case on it anyway, so it's not like we really care about that. I'm just giving you first impressions. Yeah, okay, let's start it up. Let's see if it's charged. Yeah, look at that. What do we see here? SolanaMobile, powered by Android. Seeker. Yeah, that's the brand, that's the name. Ooh, it vibrates. Hello, Seeker. What do we want? English. Okay, works for me. Vision settings. Display size and text. Magnification selected. No, it's all fine, all fine. Let's start setting this thing up. Whoa, I just did a screenshot. I just accidentally did a screenshot, but that's actually a good feedback. I like this. What do I like about this? The power button being on opposite sides of the volume button actually makes it very easy to screenshot because you can press them at the same time. Remember, the Saga didn't have that. The Saga had them all on one side and then you had to basically use the 2 fingers, and especially them being on the one side, you had to do it with a thumb like this, but that still worked. Worse with my actual phone. I have too many phones lying around. Cause here, that's a Google Pixel 8 or whatever. Here the power button is on top of the volume buttons. So if I want to take a screenshot, I need to have power button and volume down button. So I need those 2. Either I take 2 hands for it, because with one thumb I can't do that anymore. I need to have 2 hands or switch around like this. But that's just super annoying, right? Like the placement of the buttons with this phone, I don't like it. I like other things about that phone, and it's like a minor inconvenience that I'm okay with that, but that's just a little tiny thing and so nice, because now boom. How easy is that? I've got a bunch of screenshots saved. Good. Should we actually, before we get started with the software, finish the hardware review or the superficial hardware review? Before I touch the screen so much, maybe I want to add the case and screen protector, designed for Seeker. Designed and distributed by SolanaMobile. Remember how for the Saga they released everything, including 3D models and stuff, such that people can do their own casings and stuff? That was great, except nobody actually did that, so it was also kind of pointless. So I hope that this time they themselves designed a proper screen protector. The screen protector was actually good, but the case, a proper case. Screen protector accessories. Step 1, clean your screen. Step 2, use the dust absorber. Step 3, place alignment, peel off packaging. That's for the alignment. That's fun. That's just some plastic. Cool. And then it seems like it comes with 2 screen protectors. Seem to be the same thing. So I could apply one just to figure out how it's done. It also has twice the Seeker protector accessories. And then this is the case. Let's make a case for the case. It's super light and soft. So on the one hand that's nice. On the other hand, I don't know how much protection it actually provides. But at least it doesn't feel so gross as the one from the Saga. And it's not like sticky. The one from the Saga was super sticky. So they took my personal recommendations that I gave them. Definitely just because of me. They now have a screen protector that is much cleaner. Feels much nicer. This is something that I'm okay to touch. With the Saga it was, yeah, it still feels weird to touch. This is so plasticky. Ugh. This is also plasticky, but this is more okay. Like, it feels good. Doesn't feel off. Should I put it on the phone? Nah. First, let's do the screen protector. I'm thinking I should not do this standing up. Okay, I read the guide. Let's do this. But I want a table for this. I build myself a quick table. Table. Not a clean table, but a table. Okay, so we will need the screen protector accessories, the instructions, the frame, and of course the actual phone. And we start. It kind of feels like a surgery. I'm gonna perform surgery on my phone now. Okay, what do we have here? Dust absorber, screen wipers. Okay, let's wipe that screen because it's already dusty and has a few of my fingertips on it, which you don't see because pretty lights. But yeah, that's certainly is dusty. Ooh, nice, and alcohol. That's one of those things that you get for cleaning your fingers as well. It's just it smells more like alcohol and not as much like lemon. So after doing this, the screen is pretty wet actually. Now it's wet. It's got bubbles on there. Then use microfiber cloth to remove any residue, whatever. Yes, okay, check. Then use the dust absorber. I shouldn't spit on it either. The really important thing is to get the dust off. And that's basically just a sticker that you use for, it's literally a sticker. If there was any more dust, it's now on there. And then we place this thing. So volume buttons should be here, power should be here. Place this neatly on the phone. This is just so I get the alignment right. It's basically throwaway plastic. And then we peel off the backing from the screen protector and avoid touching the adhesive side. First, let's get this out of here. Okay. Please peel off this side. Okay. We peel off this side and then we put it on there. Peel it off and stick it on the phone. That's actually a very thick screen protector. Oh wow, do you see this? And now you can see how it's like making its way. Oh, this is so fun. Pushing it down. Oh wait, I'm supposed to remove the thingy. First I push it down. Tap the center of the screen, it says. For the thing to find its way on its own. Is that working? Nah, I'm gonna push it because I feel like pushing it. But then it always goes back out again. I don't like it. Or maybe because it's not aligned correctly here. I had this thing, right? But then I still didn't fully correctly align it. That's annoying. So maybe using this plastic was even worse than not using it. Because I'm slightly off now here. Yeah, it is slightly off. I don't want it to settle here. So I'm gonna do it without the plastic because fuck the plastic. I'm gonna use my eye measurements. Yeah, I can do it without the plastic. See, and then it settles properly itself as well. That's pushing out the remaining bubbles. That's neatly aligned, I would say. Almost, maybe half a millimeter off. Yeah, if you look at it, maybe I'm just super slightly off. I mean, super, it's like, it's a tiny bit misaligned, and that's okay. From the outside, it looks just fine. And there is a buffer of maybe 2 millimeters. If you look here from the screen protector to the edge, that's maybe 1 millimeter. So 1 millimeter here, and down here is just half a millimeter. It's a bit of buffer, and I didn't fully 100% get it properly aligned, but it's 100% on the screen, so I'm already happy with that. We don't need to have 100%. But yeah, now wipe down the protector with microfiber. Okay, let's wipe down the protectors, sure, because that didn't come clean. I'm gonna touch on it as well anyway, so whatever. Gotta make it dirty again as well. So, now with that done, do we need any of this still? I don't think so. There was another phone that I just dropped. Don't do this, Andy. Table removed again. Now, for the actual case, let's just do the thing that you would intuitively do and put phone into case, like so, zip, and put it on like a freaking condom. Yeah, that's how I put on my condoms as well, with force. And next time I'm gonna get XXL. Ah, there we go. No. Okay, fits. And also here, the alignment of the screen, there is this millimeter on the side. We have the half millimeter more. Here it aligns pretty well. Here it's also fully aligned. So my screen protector is not 100% exactly center, but if I wouldn't tell you, you wouldn't notice. So that's fine. That works for me. And then we have the phone with the case. That's what it looks like. It's not as nice of a product video as other product videos. This is just a, here, look at the phone that is not in focus. But okay, let's have it in focus. Nice. That's my dirty table. There. Why does my camera have such a hard time focusing? Oh, because it's all black, that's why. Nice. It looks good. It feels good. It sits well in the hand. It's about the size that I would expect from a phone as well. Like, I'm used to that size of phone. Yeah. Mine is actually a tiny bit bigger even, but it's what you would expect. It's got a good handy size. Okay, so can we now finally set it up? English, start. Oh yeah, Wi-Fi, I don't know, I'm just gonna skip that for now. If you have a SIM card, enter it now. I'm just gonna skip that for now. Setup offline. Without, you cannot get software updates, also the setup time. I don't need no Gmail account, just continue offline. So if I don't tell it what day it is, it comes with Sunday, July 20th, so that's probably the time when they released it, something like that. We do have September already though, September 6th. Okay, now it's asking me for a PIN, set up your fingerprint. Let's set up the fingerprint just because I want to know where is that fingerprint reader, I did not see it. Is it here as well on the side, or does it have an on screen? Let's see, touch. Oh, it is on the power button. Touch the power button without pressing it. Aha, okay, yeah, that's where the fingerprint reader is. That's probably also why they had the special sticker-like thing around the fingerprint added around this button. Okay, now we've got a bunch of terms of service and whatever, which I totally agree to all of them without reading it, as you do. Use location, allow scanning, yeah, whatever, Google do what Google does. Okay. And then we get to the seed vault. Secure seed storage at your fingertips. They're generated offline and stored in a secure element. Protected by encryption, unlocked by biometrics and the passcode. Inaccessible to Android, so the operating system can also not read the keys, which is what we want. This device is fully offline now, so there is also no way how this seed could now be compromised. So the generation also works offline, that's important. Because I don't want my seed to come from some online source. I want the phone to make it up. Actually, not the phone, the secure element. So, let's choose a passcode. That's one of two things that I need. The passcode and my fingerprint. So you want to use your fingerprint with Seed Vault. Use your fingerprint to quickly and securely authorize Seed Vault actions. You can change this anytime. Yeah, let's enable that. And then I double tap to confirm. And then I touch. That's interesting. Seed created. So we've got a seed created and we can back it up. I do recommend that you back up your seed because if you lose your phone or your finger or forget your passcode, you want to have some kind of backup, and that backup is usually that seed phrase. But the seed phrase will allow you to recover the entire wallet. Therefore, it's a one point of failure. So if somebody has a backup like the seed phrase, then your seed vault is also useless. It doesn't protect. It's just one of those backups that you want to keep locally. Write down your seed phrase, which it now shows to me, and I could show to you, but I'm not gonna. So I could write that down on the cards that come with it that we didn't look at yet. Behind this nice Solana logo, there's more. There's still a charger and those cards. We also have a quick start guide. Ah, this is nice. Such a pokey thingy to get the SIM card thingies out. Oh yeah, here we have seed cards where you can write down the 24 words. It is a 24-word seed, yes. SolanaMobile. Nice cards. Although the security of those is also limited, it's paper, it's not super durable, and people can just read that. So maybe you have a better way of storing your seeds, but this is certainly one way. Just write it down, keep it at a secure location. Put this in a safe if you have one, then it's acceptable. I wouldn't let them lie around in my flat either, because then it's like somebody comes to visit and finds them, not safe. So anyway, let's continue here. Enter the fourth word of your seed. No, I'm just gonna say finish and not back up my seed. Look for your Seed Vault wallet app after setup. You'll find it on your home screen. Open it up to claim your Seeker Genesis token and set up your Seeker ID. Okay, got it. Oh, hello. For that we will need internet though. So let's quickly connect to Wi-Fi here. And then Android setup is preparing for setup. Okay. I'm not super interested in most things here. We have the wallet and the dApp store, which have a similar appearance. So those probably are the two native apps. The dApp store, set up your Seed Vault ID and get access to more features. Whoa, I scrolled down and then it just died. Hold on, it just died again. Maybe because it's updating. That's already not a good experience. You click on it, it opens. I scroll down, okay, now it doesn't crash. We need to update this app, update the wallet. And it seems a bit slow. Welcome to the Seed Vault wallet. Built into the Seeker and deeply integrated with Seed Vault for a secure self-custody experience like never before. Well, like with the Saga, is that so different now? We'll see. Continue. One-of-a-kind usernames. Easily transact using an on-chain username instead of a public wallet address. So basically, like what the .sol domains are or any of the all domains. Stuff keeps dying here. Okay, continue. A rewarding token that proves you're you. Until somebody steals your key and then impersonates you. We had that with the Saga so many times. So many keys got compromised. But that's just because users are not careful. Will that happen here as well? Maybe. So does it really prove anything? I'm not sure. Continue. All under one Seeker ID. A single account combines your address, username, Genesis token into one Seeker ID, making it easy to sign anywhere. But that means I have to use the same wallet all the time for all the things, which I personally really don't like. I like to have one wallet for one purpose. So if I have a new app, I want to have a new wallet interacting with that app, such that if that app decides that it rocks me or whatever, it rocks just this wallet and not my entire Seeker wallet. So again, but that's personal preference, which I'm just not a big fan of. Terms and conditions apply. Of course they do. Agree, let's go. Now it's loading. Choose a seed to continue. Seeker seed 1. Nah, you know what? I'm not sure about that yet. First I want to just see my wallet, but I can't even open my wallet without setting this up. Okay, you know what? Then I'm gonna download a different wallet. What's the first wallet that this thing recommends to me? Oh, I see, wallets. The first one is actually Backpack, and then Solitaire, and then Phantom, and then Jupiter wallet. So I said I installed the first one that it recommends, and that's Backpack. Download now. Oh, that's 200 megabytes? This is a large dApp. Let's download the Backpack app. I mean, otherwise it's a regular Android phone like what we're used to. We have the flashlight functionality here. We have the usual widgets. Okay, so Backpack wallet is installed. Let's open this and allow it to send me notifications. Sure, why not? And let's use the Seed Vault. Yes. So the connection, then I can choose my Seeker Seed 1. That's the default that it set up for me. Just gonna use this. Then I need to again double tap and then read the fingerprint. That's how you activate that. That's interesting. No account found yet because I don't have anything on here. Okay, so that way I guess I can do the regular things that you would do with a wallet. Signing with this seed vault. Okay, so far so good. What else do we want to look at? I want to look at the camera because that's usually the point. The point that is... Okay, what do we have? We have a camera that is very wide angle. We have a regular, still wide angle. Yeah, still slightly wide angle. But actually, oh wow, that's actually pretty wide angle. If I do video, then I have this perspective, which is still pretty nice. Wait, let's compare that to my phone, where I'm way more zoomed in, I think. I feel like my phone zooms in more on video. So that's good. It's very clear and shiny from the video. So compare, like here, it feels cheap though, and the balancing, it's not got as nice balancing, like, how do you call that? Image stabilization, that's what I mean. So if I jump around a lot, it might get a bit shaky, but okay. And yeah, it feels, the colors feel like very plasticky, like very artificial. The colors seem very artificial, don't they? I don't know. I like the settings I have for white balancing and stuff, and can change the ISO and everything. That's actually quite nice. So for now, not a bad camera, although, yeah, it's slow. Look at that. Okay, so that would be already one reason why I can't use this phone as my primary. I need a responsive thing. So if I go like, I need there to be a quick photo. Grab it, boom. Did you know how long that took for it to take a picture? And again, that's just personal use cases, but I need my phone to be super responsive, or like, picture. And then it only took the picture when I was already moving out. So versus with my phone, just to prove, if I do that, boom, it takes that picture as I move by. Versus this thing, boom, it takes that picture when I'm already gone. Like there's a massive difference. And that just probably is one of the drawbacks of having a generally less performant phone, which they didn't go for, as I said in the beginning. They didn't go for a performative phone. They didn't go for best CPU and whatever. They just went for a good average phone that you can use for everyday stuff and has a seed vault. Anything else that I want to show here? It seems like a regular phone. It's not like it's unperformant, right? It's like, yeah, I basically already made my decision. It's an okay phone, right? But it's just not fast enough. Wait, can I lock you? Oh, because I have my finger on there, you automatically unlock? No. Yes. Doesn't do anything if I shake it. Okay. Mine does. If I shake it, it shows me the time. What I would expect from a camera is click, and it's here. Let's see how quickly... Ugh. I'm still not used to the unlock button being the sensor. But it's cool because then it automatically quickly unlocks for me as soon as I want to unlock it. Like as soon as I even think about it, putting my finger here, it already unlocks. That's fun. But then at the same time, if I want to start the camera with a double tap, that just takes a long time. Did you see that? And I want to be like, picture. No, I need to wait for that. See, it didn't even take the picture. Now I can take the picture. If it's off, I double tap, then I take a picture. It just takes too long. And then I don't see it. Like, I want to unlock, take a picture. It's also not like immediately there, but it's faster than this one. And that's, I don't know, for me that little bit of difference really just like, I'm just getting frustrated so quickly if I can't immediately take a picture, because I do take a lot of pictures, and if I have to wait half a second every time, then that wastes a lot of my life. I shouldn't take so many pictures, maybe is the answer to that. But still, I do like the automatic unlocking as soon as I have my finger there. That's actually quite nice. It doesn't need to see my face, because this phone wants to see my face. Also, Saga was also super quick with that fingerprint reader, but you had to think of putting the finger here. Whereas having the button, really the power button be the fingerprint sensor, it just gets rid of that and just, it does it. It just does it when you move there. That's actually quite cool. So I really like that. I like the placement. I like that it's a fingerprint reader and not a like face stuff. Let's see. Do it with the left hand, because the left hand doesn't unlock it, because that finger is not my thumb that I scanned in the beginning. So here it doesn't unlock, but I can still open the camera and then take a picture. Nope, that was just changing the volume because the camera wasn't ready. Even if I was happy with the photo quality, which it just looks a bit artificial, the coloring, and maybe there's ways how to get around that. I could also use AI and other stuff, and maybe I could figure out how I can make it look better. But I prefer my... How old are you by now? Hey Google, when did the Pixel 8 Pro come out?
The Pixel and Pixel Pro were officially announced on October 4th, 2023 at the annual...
Even though my phone is 2 years old, I still prefer that one over this. Purely for the camera. But again, I'm a video and photo kind of person. It's a very specific use case. It was the same problem with the Saga, why I ended up not being able to use it as a primary phone anymore. Even though I did for almost a year. But I was just unhappy with it. And I was just being unhappy in general. And then the fix of just getting a better phone just made my life nicer. And that was the right thing to do. So that's also why I will now not swap to that. I bought it such that I can have a look at it and be like, yeah, great, this thing exists. It's a nice phone. If you have the choice between not having a phone and having a Seeker, definitely go for the Seeker. If you have the choice between a Seeker and the Saga, I probably would also go for the Seeker. It has a bit better camera. I think I just really don't like the Saga. It's got the new depth store, it's got the seat vault. It's a decent phone. So far, not much to complain about, especially considering the price of it. And there's a bunch of drops. If you've set it up with your ID and the Genesis token, then you can claim a lot of things in some dApps and whatever. So there's a rewards program. But my personal problem with that, though, is that all of that demands my attention, which, you know, is fair. It's a marketing vehicle. They give me stuff for free such that I try out things, such that I install their apps, such that I do stuff there. But I'm not sure if I want to do the stuff there and I want to install all of those apps and spend the time. With the Saga, it was cool because I could just get the airdrops with a Genesis token and claim the bonk. That was like one click and I'm done. I don't know if it's gonna be as easy with this one. They told me I need to set it up until September 8th, so that's why I'm doing this now. Otherwise this probably would stay in its box for another month. But we'll see. I didn't get it for the rewards, obviously, although one of the Sagas I probably just bought because the bonk I get for it was at some point worth more than the phone itself. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna be the same with this one, but we don't know. We don't know. So that's why I wanted to have at least one, such that I don't miss out, that I don't feel like everybody's got a Seeker phone, but I don't. I do. I'm just not gonna use it as my primary for the reasons I mentioned. Good that I put a screen protector. I've already made that pretty dirty again. Yeah, I like a lot of things about this, like the unlock. Oh, it's so cool. It's so like, boom, snappy. The unlock. The opening the camera, not so much. But the unlock is... I like it. Yeah. And I could do some more testing on this. Yeah. Thanks for watching this. I hope this was in any way informative. Long story short, I'm not a huge fan of the Seeker. I'm not gonna make the Seeker my primary phone. I will use it to try out some apps from the App Store. And I might use it for developing apps if I ever develop Android apps for the App Store. See, and that's the interesting part for you as a dev. If you want to develop apps, it's good to test them on a device that the people that have the App Store have. And that's either this or this. And I'm not even sure which one is more performative. You probably want to test it on both of them. Although I don't even know if the App Store is the same for both of the devices. It could be. Haven't used my Saga in too long. But yeah. It's a nice device. I don't have many negative things to report on it. Will use it for testing and as a hardware wallet mainly. Not gonna use it as a primary. That's my conclusion. What's your... Are any of you using the Seeker as a primary device? Let me know. Otherwise, again, it's just a nice expensive hardware wallet that can also do other stuff. Yeah, so first impression, I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. Not much more to say. So yeah, somewhat uneventful this entire review. But that's actually a good thing, because if it was eventful, it would probably mean that the device is not living up to my expectations, which it did. It did live up to my expectations because I did not expect that it has a super high-end, really nice camera, because nobody claimed that it would have that. With the Saga, they claimed it, oh, it's such a good camera, and then it turned out to be potato quality. This one, they said from the beginning, it's not a high-end phone, it's an affordable one. And so my expectations were that it's just that, an affordable one, and not a replacement for my daily driver. Okay, so I didn't get disappointed. I love the case, I love the button placement, I love how quick this fingerprint sensor is. It seems certainly less confusing than the seat wall at the Saga, because there I had to type a lot more. Here it's like once I type the passphrase, then I can do everything with a fingerprint, because there was one problem that I had with the Saga, that I always had to put in my passcode and then it just got so slow, and on Solana you want to sign transactions fast, so the seat vault was just not catering for that. And with signing like this, that's just much smoother. So yeah, I like it. Good phone, good first impression. Can recommend to check out. Would I recommend everyone to buy a Seeker? Nah, just if you want a phone that has a seat vault and the depth store. Okay, enough of me today. Here's some other videos that you can watch if you are into Solana development. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I love my subscribers. And then I will see you in the next video, where I will probably sit down again and do some coding. Because hardware is fun, but I'm still a software guy.